We're joining Jade Polser. Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley is to visit a grave site of the first ANC president, John Dube, in Inanda in the north of Durban. In the Nelson Mandela annual lecture held on Saturday, she said that what influenced Mandela's imprisonment and anti-apartheid campaign had on a young student in the United Kingdom. Dube's grave is at Ohlange School, which he founded. It's also the place where former President Nelson Mandela cast his first vote in 1994. Let's get more then from Jade Polser. Very good afternoon to you, Jade. What's happening at this time there?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Flo, and to the viewers back at home. And yes, we are coming to you live from Ohlange High School here in Inanda. You know, many would say that Inanda is regarded by some as the cradle of democracy in South Africa. This is where John Dube was born and where Nelson Mandela cast the country's first democratic vote. And you know, if we talk about Ohlange, the meaning behind it, it's where all nations come together. So today, all nations have come together. In our midst, we do have Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley. We also see Gracia Michelle. She's also arrived. Premier of KZN Nomusa Dube, and they have just welcomed the Prime Minister to the school. And they will be doing a walkabout thereafter, Flo. They're going to be making their way to the grave site of John Dube. Now, you would know that this particular school is the passion project of the former ANC president. He started it and he believed that the pen and books were swords in fighting the apartheid structure. The school is still currently running. It has rich history. This is where the former statesman Nelson Mandela casted his first vote in 1994. At a time, he was 72 years old. And this is where it all culminates together. They are going to be making their way, I'm told, said now, into the school hall where that actual moment took place. I'm just going to try and get some that sound from them. Let's take a listen.
It is a very interesting but very complex problem. Mama Michelle, this is Mandla. He's going to be taking us through this walk, and he's going to tell you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and also
To the mayor. No, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, and also good afternoon to all of you. And also you are warm welcome to Ohlange Institute, Jade Dube Heritage Site. Please feel it is right here. Because when we talk about revolution towards democracy, this is the site where revolution began. Actually, this is the site where early seed of democracy was sown out. So as we are gathered here, this is a very, very significant spot. Because in 1994, 27 April, around 7 a.m., a convoy of cars that escorted Nelson Mandela, his bodyguard, Metropolis, South African Police Services, and a red Mercedes bulletproof that was sponsored by Germany, of which the NUMSA metal workers from Port Elizabeth, of which they donated their extra hours in terms of fixing the. Remember that during that era, the life of our honorable former state president of Nelson Mandela was at a high risk, and that car parked here and a size 11 black shoes step out of the car. Yes, so it was our honorable Nelson Mandela, accompanied by our state former president of the country, Jacob Honorable Jeff Hadebe, and Honorable Dumsana Makai. Those are the stalwarts of the ruling party in government, which is the ANC, of which I myself, I was part of that history. Because in 1994, I was working under IEC, which is Independent Electoral Commission, and I was lucky to be assigned. Yes, yes, and also I was also given a special task to welcome Nelson Mandela to the ballot box. So this is a very, very significant spot where we are standing right now on our Premier. So if you can be very cautious and try your level best to squeeze around here, maybe you can be able to find size 11 of Nelson Mandela's footprint, because it's just across here. Yes, our mama cross, and I know that you can able to cover.
What a responsibility. Let's come together. Let's come.
Okay.
To the hallway.
Yeah. I watched that ceremony. Every minute of it, I was in Johannesburg. But of course, the whole world was focusing on this spot. Yeah. It's so emotional. Yeah.
Right now we're in front of the hallway, where our international collaborator, Nelson Mandela, this is where in 1994 to 7 April, where he casted his first democratic vote. And also, the structure of this building, it is more similar with our national parliament in Cape Town. It was the chapel of the school. It was used by the school for church service, for metric exam, and for morning assembly. Another program of the school, we were taking this hall. And the color of this building also, it symbolizes the soul of the area. This building, which was built by Ubaba John Dube in 1926 July.
Wow.
Yes, with his own hand. So this is the spot. I'm covering the significant. This is a very, very significant spot, because this is where the national ballot box was placed. So Nelson Mandela casted his first democratic vote for national here. The reason why the national ballot box, it was placed here, it was to accommodate the international paparazzi, the media representatives. They were 300 officials, all of them, all prima, they were staying on the other side. Then the provincial box, it was placed inside. So on that note, you are warm welcome to the hall where history was marked. Thank you.
The real place is here.
Just a moment. So many footprints to cover or to measure to cover it, but due to time constraint, I'll cover only those who are very, very important. So this hall after 1994, it was renamed to the John Dube to the African Renaissance Resource Center. It was my spot early in the morning, because this was station from 6:30 a.m. waiting for the father of the nation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So this is the bronze skull for statue of Nelson Mandela. His original height 1.9 size and level. And also a replica. Yes. So Nelson Mandela, after he finished his vote, Nelson Mandela, he acknowledged the significance of John Dube's monument, and he visited in front of things out of the world. And Nelson Mandela, John Dube's monument, Nelson Mandela, he lay a replica of the flag of John Dube, of which was very, very emotional. And after he finished his writing at the grave of John Dube, Nelson Mandela, he stood right at the middle of John Dube's grave, and he observed a moment of silence before Nelson Mandela declared his statement in front of the South Africa. And he said, "Mr. President, I've come to report to you that today South Africa is now free. May your soul rest in peace now." Of which was very emotional. Nelson Mandela comes in those words. As we get that in John Dube's monument in 1994, 27 April, we end up all crying, but it was tears of joy. So today, as you are reaping some of a lot of freedom, it is true, John Dube, Dr. Chris Isakagasan, Reginald Oliver Chan, Chris Umithembisila, Moses Kodani, Andrew Zondo, Solomon Kabushamashan. You know what? Short matter, the list is endless. All of them, they sacrifice their entire life for us in order to live a better life. So after I finish my short presentation, you are all welcome to take pictures. You are showing the stage of Nelson Mandela. If you want to have it, why not? If you want to cast a vote after Nelson Mandela, you are all welcome.
When was the statue put
here?
Oh, Andrea Sport.
But when?
Oh, in 2010 during the duration of World Cup.
Okay.
When this, which was part of the launch of the new branding logo of World and Handshake Shoot, when the statues was unveiled, which was also by the former Premier of Natal, Honorable Dr. Zelin Kis, and the Honorable Minister of Economic Development and Tourism of KwaZulu-Natal, Babu Mahmoud. So, Ohlange. So the school down there, this is the first African industrial school that was founded by John Ohlange. So in this display, in this display cabinet, this is the music code that was used by John Dube's first wife, mother, Nocturne Demo. She was a composer and musician. She's the one who she played a very, very pivotal role in the establishment of this institution.
The first one who wrote, you must say that.
Yes. And also, yes, and also it proved that the success of a man rallied from a woman. Yes. So it was kept in USA for many, many years. Yes, we almost come to view it called
This, what year she died? When?
She wrote
Is it
which
with that man?
Mom Nocturne. Which year was it?
Yeah.
It was also the first one who obtained a diploma or a degree. Black African women to obtain a degree.
From where?
Where was that?
Which was the purchase of the first.
Of the second year.
That's what I was trying very shortly yesterday. I was trying to the stories of women played a prominent role during this time. It's still to be written. See, we know what Utata did. We know what Madiba did. But about her, know enough.
Yeah.
This is. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at together with the problem, this memorial place. It's important to write the stories and contributions which women have made. Yeah, it's extremely important.
Same as Mamu, the wife of Nkosi, Albert Luthuli. Same story. She did a lot of work even before Nkosi Albert Luthuli.
And you know what we know, what we are told is that she was the wife.
Yes.
Full stop. But they played a major role.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of meeting her.
Oh,
I fully agree because they've contributed so immensely in our struggle. They are the one who paved the way.
Yeah, musically speaking, Nocturne also contributed because she was highly musical. She also studied in music. And what she did of great significance is that she also contributed, in the shaping of Eric Sondong's first song that shaped the African, the national anthem.
Yeah.
But it's very little that is being said.
Exactly. No,
some things that we need to resuscitate.
Because the foundation is doing very well with the Center of Memory. They can collaborate then and write hopefully these stories. Particularly because, as I was saying before the Premier came, that we are sort of in the presence of history when we meet the grandchildren who are able to tell the story about their parents and their grandparents still alive. So it is important to take those testimonies and it will be written, because what is not written doesn't become history.
And in fact, some people in London, there's some gentlemen in London who trying to write a Mom
But it's better when it's written by us. Yeah, because it is our perspective and it is our feelings on it. We put our own feeling into it, and it's not someone who looks at it from above,
All right, let's go. Let's go around.
This is the picture.
Mrs. Mandela. And also we had Mandela showing this picture, our former state president.
Yeah, that's it.
And also,
He was in the government of
he was the chairperson of the province and also MEC of the development and so in this picture, this is the in this display in this model plan is the project of John Dube. The fund is coming from national, right along the parking area. Along the museum, yes, there is a development that is in pipeline. So this project goes in that in the project operation. I believe at time we see different numbers together the project of field banding and the project yes, and also this side also this heritage site has already been declared as a land. There's a lot of development that is in the pipeline. And also the school down there, the project is under the school is under the school. On the left side, the historic school. So, on the right hand side is what the school developments and the music. This project on this side. The way the information is protected is right with appropriate but during that era was very alive and there was no space to
All right, that is, of course, the Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley, who is on a visit here in South Africa. Of course, we know she gave a keynote address yesterday at the Nelson Mandela speech there. And, of course, she's flanked by Graça Machel as well as John Dube, who is the Premier, of course, there in the province.